Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weaves It, and this is Wife Naruto Befriended Kurama Part 3. And no, it's not the finale. I know a lot of people may not have recognized, oh my god, he only did up to that bit of... Some people might have thought that oh my god, he only did up to that little bit. So he's going to make a 2-hour Part 3, right? Covering everything. No, I will not. Some people may not have noticed the first time I did this, in the first part, but this is going to be a multiple series part, preferably 8 to 10 maybe, but depending on how I feel. And plus, I'm going to make multiple series at the same time, so I'm not going to put a lag goal. I'm just going to keep uploading because lag goals are something that I do not do, and I don't want to do it. I did try it once, and at one point the lag goals wasn't hitting, and a lot of people were asking for the wife to finish, and I did want to finish the wife because it was actually it was one that was really popular on my channel before hitting 1,000 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, last time we left off with Team 7 actually getting their first time mission and Naruto striking fear in Tazuna. And Tazuna thought, if this is a Genin, what the hell is a Chunin? And what the hell is a freaking Jonin? How strong would that guy be? As that guy, he means Kakashi. Anyways, we head off to the Land of Waves. We start off on this part with Team 7 actually meeting up at the right time this time, 8 a.m. sharp. And they head off a few hours after walking. Of course, Team 7 all realize that there is a puddle in the middle of the way. Sorry, in the middle of their path, and all of them realize they have been training, and they do realize that it hasn't been raining in the past month, so the puddle should not be there, first of all. And third of all, Naruto already sensed, second of all, Naruto already sensed some menace or some evil intents, and plus, third of all, Team 7 is more than capable enough to take on the 2 Chunins that are about to appear, so it really wouldn't scare them. And as soon as the 2 demon brothers appeared, Naruto didn't even move an inch, and his 2 teammates already had them to the ground while Naruto blinked once. And of course, the amount of speeds that they showed off right there just shows how strong they are. However, we're talking about the 2 demon brothers, and once we get into the Chunin exams, it's pretty obvious that the demon brothers are nothing. I'm pretty sure even freaking Shikamaru, who's not even that strong, he's more like brain, he's the brains of the team, but even Shikamaru would have taken them out. I'm pretty sure even Choji, after a bit of training, and Neji easily, everyone that came into the finals would easily be able to take out the 2 demon brothers. Of course, not Neji. If we're talking about Shikamaru, maybe he will have a bit of a hard time. However, since there are 2 of them and he's not too strong, especially hand to hand, but tactician, and if he had his Genin team, they would have easily beaten the 2 demon brothers, Shikamaru, Choji, and However, now, of course, we don't talk about that right now, and we continue this YF with, of course, Naruto congratulating them and saying well done, actually praising them, saying that they've gotten a lot stronger to be able to take out 2 Chunin two Chunin level ninjas so easily. That's actually really impressive. And then Kakashi then says, well, shouldn't I be saying that, Naruto? And Naruto says, oh well, you're pretty slow, not gonna lie. And anyways, Kakashi then says, anyways, well done you 2, really impressive. However, I would like to know, Mr. Tazuna, why would you lie about the mission? Why is this not considered a B or even an A ranked mission? Why is it a C? May I know that? And of course, he gives him a little eye smile, but his intents are pretty out there. He's not hiding anything. He's pretty pissed off because this is his team. He would not want his team to get killed, especially on the first or C rank mission, which is not even a fucking C rank mission. Anyways, now Tazuna explains everything, and Kakashi says, anyway, we won't charge you for this being a B rank mission. However, you should have told us that you needed help. We could have helped you even without being paid as much as we needed to. Anyways, team, get ready, we're going back to the mission, of course. And anyways, Kakashi is more than happy to continue this mission with his team, because he knows that his team is more than capable enough to, even together, they'll definitely be able to take out a Jonin. Individually, easily being able to take out mid-tier tunings. Okay, mid-tier with high difficulty, but high tier definitely a loss. But the high tier tuning would have mid difficulty, so a 5-6 out of 10, while thing a mid tier tuning would be beaten by both Sasuke and Tsuki, but on a scale of out of 10 of difficulty, would be 7 or 8, maybe even 9, depending on the tuning's skills, or more like hacks. Some tunings have some mad skills anyways. But Naruto's easily beating any tuning, even mid-tier Jonin. If he uses a bit of his KCM, 0 difficulty. But if we're talking about high tier Jonin, very high difficulty, 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10 if we're talking about an S rank Shinobi, but that's Kage level. But anyways, sorry for rambling on for a bit. Anyway, I talked for too much. We continue. Of course, the mission continues fully into the land of waves, and once they arrive, they of course get surrounded by a thick fog, which blocks everyone's visions. But Naruto has an immense amount of sensory abilities, and so he actually gets rid of this fog by actually using some of his wind release, just swirling it around themselves as a little whirlwind, and then just letting it all disperse into the air. And then Naruto throws the kunai at a bush, which the kunai, of course, nearly hits a rabbit, and the rabbit jumps out. But this time, Naruto actually blitzes Zabuza right before he threw his sword, and this was no teleportation. This was just Naruto's actual body flicker, and he was giving a death stare to Zabuza, but Zabuza just smiled and gave one back to him. And of course, they were just staring at each other for a good 10 seconds until Naruto realized that this is going to be a dangerous fight even for him, because this is an S rank Shinobi. And anyways, of course he's not a Kage level fighter. What I meant by S rank Shinobi, I was thinking of the Akatsuki. All the Akatsuki members are Kage level fighters, I am pretty sure, except for Deidara and the weaker ones, but of course the stronger ones are all Kage level. For example, Itachi, Pain, Obito, freaking Kakuzu, even Conan, I'm pretty sure she can be a Kage, and many others. Orochimaru left. Anyways, now Naruto, of course, goes in for the first blow, which Zabuza was able to just push Naruto away just by one swing of his sword, because Naruto actually got sliced in half. However, Naruto actually learned something over this time, and it's to not allow himself to get hurt, especially so openly. And so he actually learned something new with Kurama, of course, during his meditation time, which he does at home. He actually learned how to substitute himself with lightning, just like Itachi does with his crows, but Naruto does it with his lightning because he finds it really cool, and he can actually paralyze the opponent. Of course, Zabuza wasn't paralyzed because of him being actually being able to backflip away from the lightning released from Naruto. Anyways, now Kakashi then tells them to step back and protect Tazuna in case there is someone else in the vicinity, or if anyone else with Zabuza is here for Tazuna. Anyways, Naruto has already noticed someone else. However, he's not going to pay too much attention to him because he doesn't seem like the type of guy to attack. First of all, because his intentions seem pure to protect one person, and that is Zabuza. However, Zabuza's intentions are completely evil, to kill Tazuna for money. However, the other one is actually doing it because he's trying to just protect the person he loves the most. He can feel it. He can actually sense those feelings. However, of course, now Naruto, who was just watching the fight between Zabuza and Kakashi, and the fight was actually pretty impressive for Naruto, especially because he saw a new technique that he's never seen before, and he's the Water Dragon Jutsu. He found it really cool, and he's like, maybe I should learn that. Anyways, and so Naruto actually found his next thing to do after learning the Rasengan, but at the same time he's wanting to learn both at the same time, but it depends on what Kakashi says. Anyways, of course, the fight ends the same way, as in Kakashi slipping. However, Naruto saves him here. Naruto actually slips into the fight and stops Zabuza from actually using a water prison jutsu by Naruto actually arriving and trying to slice off his head. But Zabuza had to use both his arms, or I mean both his hands, to wield his sword, his executioner blade, in a manner where he protects his neck from Naruto's kunai, and Naruto actually then helps Kakashi up, while he actually Zabuza has to back up because Naruto's clone came in with a fireball jutsu. Anyways, and one more thing, Naruto basically has all 5 chakra natures by now, especially thanks to the influence of Kurama's chakra. Naruto has unlocked all 5 of them. And anywho, now Naruto looks at Kakashi and says, "Are you sure you can do this, Kakashi Sensei? If you want, I can take over. You've done enough damage to him. I can finish it off for you." And Kakashi's like, "Naruto, I told you to stay back." And Naruto's like, alright, go get him. And of course Kakashi goes in for the finishing blow, but in the end Zabuza gets saved by faking his death. Well, not faking his death, but not his words and names. Haku actually arriving and actually making the same excuse. However, Naruto actually knew that this was fake. He can sense the feelings of, well, the actual intentions of Haku, and this is all thanks to Kurama's help, or Kurama's actual influence, especially because he boosts Naruto's sensory abilities by a whole load. Like, even in KCM1, Naruto could tell which one was the fake and which one was the real in the War Arc, you know, the Zetsu thing where they transformed. Anyways, now Naruto didn't pay too much attention because Kakashi looked like he was in a bad state, and if Naruto was to lose, he doesn't know if he can win. He doesn't know what a ninja could have, so he can't really risk it. So he just lets him go and just goes to actually take care of Kakashi, because Kakashi does seem pretty tired, and if he loses, his team ain't coming out of this alive. Anyways, especially because even the 2 Uchihas put together, they can't beat that one. He can feel enough power to beat at least both of them even put together, and Haku has enough power to actually beat Naruto when he's suppressed. But when he's in KCM1, he doesn't even know if he can beat Haku. He's not sure of it yet. Anywho, Tazuna offers up to take them to his home, and of course they all go together. Naruto actually now looks at Kakashi, does give the news, not the look, give the news about Zabuza still being alive, and so they will train even harder. Of course, Sasuke and Tsuki have to train even harder in mastering, well, of course, they are close to mastering the Chidori. However, they need a lot more training, and they need to be able to use it to an extent where they're not even wasting any English, please. I mean that they have to be able to spam it without losing too much chakra, so they can use it 5 times in a row without losing with losing literally no chakra, especially because Kakashi using it once takes a lot out of him, and so that's why he can't really spam it. But these two have to learn it well enough that they can even spam it, so Kakashi is basically trying to make them into beasts. Anyways, Naruto then asks for one jutsu, and it's the Water Dragon Jutsu, and Kakashi really doesn't know how to teach Naruto because he copied them, copied people. However, Kakashi shows Naruto the hand seals for it slowly over and over again, at least 5 times in a row, and Naruto does them slowly and he gets it perfect, and so he goes out to try it out. And since he has a lot more chakra, they had to do it pretty far away, and Naruto actually warned them about this, and his Water Dragon Jutsu came out to be super massive. And of course, if they were near the house, it could have literally destroyed the house, and so it was a good thing that they didn't do it near the house, and anyways, or near Tazuna's place. And now, of course, Naruto, after showing that he can do this, actually motivated the 2 Uchihas to get even stronger, and here Sasuke actually respects Naruto. So, like, immense growth. Like, he just saw the jutsu hand signs, and hand seals or whatever, and he's already been he's already able to do a bigger one than Kakashi. Like, what the hell is this? Anyway, now Naruto continues his training for the Rasengan, and here he's not too much in a rush, and he was actually resting quite a bit and talking to Kurama mostly. Anyways, Naruto was actually learning a lot of the history to do with the shinobi world, since Kurama has witnessed everything. And anyways, not everything, but still, you know what I mean. Now, Naruto, of course, tries doing the Rasengan, however, it explodes in his hand, which actually burns his hand. Kurama was about to heal him until Haku actually arrived. Haku said, "Oh, are you okay? I heard an explosion. Did you explode the paper bomb?" And Naruto says, "No, I tried to do a jutsu that I was trying to learn, but I guess I'm not good at it yet." And so Haku actually heals up, or bandages his hand. And anyways, Naruto was actually really thankful, and Naruto recognized this person. He recognized the chakra signature, and he was about to say it, but then Haku actually had that one smile, where that carefree smile that Naruto used to have, and he held back and he asked what he was doing, and basically Haku said he was actually here for herbs for the person he loved the most in this world. And of course Naruto was like, "Oh, understand." And of course in the end Haku gave that speech about the precious one, and Naruto says, "Well, I do have precious ones now, the village, and I guess someone else, well, two other people, including my team, of course." And those two special people, well, one wasn't a person, but one was a person and the other one was a beast. And Kurama was like, "Hey Naruto, don't think about those stuff." And basically Naruto's like, "Listen, it's my life, I get to think about whatever I want." And basically Kurama's like, "Damn kid, I'm in your freaking mind. Anyways, I can see everything." And Naruto's like, "Shush." Anyways, now of course Haku and Naruto part ways, and here Naruto actually wakes up on time. However, Naruto doesn't feel right. He has a hunch of something, he had a foreboding. His spoon in the morning fell on the ground while he was trying to have cereal. Is like, "That's a foreboding, my guy. Say less." Man left a clone. He left the clone in the house. Yes, in Tazuna's house. And then he headed off. Why am I speaking like this? He left the clone in Tazuna's house and he headed off. Anyways, of course, the clone came across the two bandits, or Tazuna's henchmen, and of course he was able to get rid of them. The clone disappeared, and Naruto actually found out something new, that whenever a clone disappears, of course actually giving a safe place for Tazuna's family to hide in the town, actually asking for help. And Naruto, once he got this information, is that, "So whatever my clone does, I get the info and experience." That's so overpowered. Anyways, Naruto finding out about the clone secret, the shadow clone secret, actually continues the mission. And here of course Naruto comes across Haku. Of course he does know it's Haku this time, and so he tells his team to actually stand back and allow him to handle this. And so Tsuki was like, "Okay," but Sasuke was a bit hesitant. But however, he knew that Naruto knows what he's doing, and so he actually allowed Naruto to take the spotlight here. Even though he doesn't want the spotlight, he just wants to prove himself. Still, he knows that Naruto was being serious then, and he looked at them in a pretty serious way. He wasn't joking or anything. And anyways, now Naruto begins the fight against Haku. Haku has no chance against Naruto. Naruto wasn't holding anything back, and actually does something that he didn't thought he could do. But this time, he wasn't allowing his friend to get away. He was going to ask why he's still with Zabuza. And anyways, Naruto was about to use the Rasengan, but he explodes in his hand again. The bandages come off, and Naruto's hand was bleeding. Sasuke sees this, Haku sees this and takes this as an opportunity to actually attack them, or attack Naruto, throwing him multiple senbon, and also freezing Naruto's feet so he can't get away. Of course, Naruto's frozen there. He actually couldn't get away. The pain in his arm, or in his hand, was too great for Naruto to actually concentrate on something else. Anyways, of course, Kurama was about to step in by letting Naruto use KCM, but then someone else came in Naruto's way. Someone that wasn't meant to get hurt, and this was Tsuki. Naruto sees Tsuki fall to the ground bleeding, and Naruto loses it. He loses control, breaks out of the ice, and goes to Haku. And then Naruto says, Haku, why are you doing this? I don't want to kill you, you're my friend. Please tell me why you're still with Zabuza. And Haku then explains that he is his precious one. And they hear the sound of 1,000 birds. And Naruto's like, God damn it, Haku, you're coming back to the village with us. And as he says that, he disappears from Haku. And Haku couldn't even get up to actually go save Zabuza. Naruto comes in, stops Kakashi's Chidori with his pretty much out of use of the hand. And he's literally... his hand is steaming, which means that he's healing it. And Naruto says, wait, I have a better idea. Instead of killing Zabuza, how about we make him into our ally? And Zabuza then says, ally, go to hell, kid. And he was about to actually slice the two of them, but then Naruto stops Zabuza in his tracks. Naruto looks at Zabuza and gives him that one look. That one look where you give someone, when you're telling them, shut the fuck up, or you're dying, fam. Anyways, Naruto, of course, gives that look to Zabuza, and Zabuza drops his executioner's blade and actually puts his hand up, saying, I lost. You guys won. Haku, we're going back with them. Maybe this is our new chance of life. Anyways, Haku was ecstatic. However, Naruto then goes to Tsuki, and Haku explains that he didn't go for any of Naruto's or Tsuki's vital points, so they all hit around them. It won't do anything. It's just that she's bleeding a bit. It's not too much of a blood loss, but she still needs to get bandaged up, because eventually she will lose enough blood to actually get into a critical state. Naruto then takes the Senbon out, and this fight was a lot faster than in the original. Even Zabuza was lost a lot faster. Anyways, of course, once Tsuki was back into her own senses, Zabuza's men are, not Zabuza, Tazuna, no wait, Gato and his men arrive. Of course, Naruto then looks at them and says, so these are the ones, huh? This one, that short one, should be Gato, right? And of course they say yes, and Naruto says, asks Sasuke if he can help him with this, and he tells Zabuza and Haku that they made a promise to a kid to avenge his father, so this is theirs. And Kakashi's like, wait, Naruto, Sasuke. And even Sasuke was pretty pissed off at Gato for causing this much pain. Even Sasuke can see the amount of pain that has gone, like, he's caused these people. He's gone through pretty much the same exact pain as Inari, losing his father to someone. And of course, the finishing blow was made by both Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto actually using his chakra sword, something that he made on his own, but it disappeared straight away. Not many people noticed it. They thought it was actually a kunai, but Naruto added the chakra to it to make it even longer and hurt more, to make him feel more pain. But the two were able to slaughter the Gato's men, and Naruto then said, alright, well done here. Guess this mission's over. And then smiles. Of course, Tsuki is really proud of her two teammates, and she's really happy that Naruto is getting, Naruto and Sasuke are getting well together. And Sasuke actually wants to apologize for Naruto for what he did all those years back. However, as he was about to apologize, something stopped him. A bit of jealousy over Naruto just stopped Sasuke from actually apologizing. Tsuki saw that Sasuke was about to do it, but then she was wondering why Sasuke just stopped in his tracks. Anyways, after this, the rest actually returned to the, Tazuna was able to build a bridge, and they call it the Great Shinobi Bridge. Not the Great Naruto Bridge, but the Great Shinobi Bridge. Even though Naruto pretty much stopped the whole entire fight, it was called the Great Shinobi Bridge because it was where Shinobi fought hard as hell, and this is what came out of it. And anyways, Naruto, of course, actually explained to the Hokage what really happened, and of course, Kakashi explained as well. And that was it. Zabuza and Haku were awarded Jonin rank, and they were actually put as Anbu of the Hokage. Zabuza got a new headband, Haku got a new headband, and Haku was more than happy enough to be in this village and get a new home, and someone that he can be protected, someone that he has meaning, not in random places where he has to sleep and do dirty work for money and for a living, while now he can do good for a living and protect people, something that he's never thought of doing. However, now it's his duty. Naruto and the rest get to know about the training exams thanks to Kakashi actually being more motivated to train this team. And of course, he asks Naruto how's his training going, since the other two already mastered the Chidori and they were actually going for the Lightning Hound. Anyways, Naruto explains that he's actually been creating a new lightning technique at the same time. It's actually called the same thing as the Water Dragon, the same basics. However, it's made out of lightning. But it kinda surrounds me. I don't know how, but it just happened. But of course, my Rasengan training is going pretty well. As you know, I'm on the last stage, and it's just containment now. I just need a bit more training. And yes, Naruto needs a bit more training in containment because of the amount of chakra he has. Anywho, I think someone's upstairs. Holy fuck. Anyways, now Naruto, after this, he actually continued this training for the next 2 weeks. But he was extremely close to mastering the Rasengan, but it was too late. He didn't have any more time, and he had to enter the tuning exams. The tuning exams went exactly the same way for the first part of it. Sasuke still fighting Lee and putting up a much better fight. However, Lee, still being much faster than Sasuke, just proves himself. However, once Lee was about to take off his weights, of course, we all know what happens then. Mad Guy comes in and tells Lee off for trying that, and he said never do that unless it's a dire situation, Lee. Anyways, Sasuke saw how much stronger people are here and not to mess with them unless you're strong yourself, and it just made him, well, more aware of his surroundings now. And if Lee is that strong, there must be other strong people. For example, Gaara would one-shot him, to be honest, if he was enraged. Anyways, now, of course, Team 7 goes into the first room, easily passes, too easy. All of them get top scores, and Naruto is actually was really close to getting the best score out of, even beating Minato's one. However, he only beats Itachi's one, actually coming 1 second behind Minato, and that 1 second stopped him from actually being on par or even better than Minato. If he did it 2 seconds before, if he only ran there, he would have won. Anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 begin their second part of the tuning exams, and of course, one last thing before we enter this part, I want to quickly cover what Tsuki and Sasuke did during their training. Tsuki, of course, wanted to learn the Lightning Hound. However, she thought that the Lightning Hound may be something that she doesn't like. She was more into a snake version. She wanted a longer version, just like Naruto's Dragon one, but however, her own little touch to it. She actually learned something new during this time. She actually met someone, and she actually met Anko. Anko actually taught her how to make poisons and use snakes. Of course, she doesn't have the snake summoning. However, she knows how to use poison very well. She's a generational genius, and she's easily able to master that. And now, Tsuki has actually created a new version of the Lightning Hound, and using a snake with poison in it. Of course, this took her the whole 2 weeks, so she couldn't really do anything else. Sasuke, of course, doing the Lightning Hound. However, his one's more like a hell dog instead of a hound. You know, like this. The hound is pretty strong, but he wanted a bigger dog instead, a hellhound. Sasuke calls it Lightning Hellhound and actually adds fire release to it, which just makes it that much stronger. And also, Sasuke learns more things. He actually starts learning how to use the lightning blade, which of course Tsuki already knows how to use because of her generational genius ability. Anyways, now that that's covered, we can go back to the tuning exams, second part of the exam. The first part went fairly well for them. However, the second part wasn't going to go as smooth as they think it will. Of course, they think that they can get a score easily, since they are literally one of the top teams that, like, they can tell from like the looks of the other teams. But of course, they head in, and now something different happens here. Naruto doesn't have to go for his number one, but there's something completely different. Orochimaru has felt the amount of pressure coming from this team. Of course, not many people felt it, but once they actually entered the training exams or the Forest of Death, he felt the amount of pressure, and he thought that if he goes for a head-on attack, they will definitely be able to somehow get away without him biting Sasuke or Tsuki. He mostly wants Sasuke because he believes he's more like Itachi. I keep saying Shisui, my bad. However, it's the opposite. Tsuki is the one more like Itachi. I was about to say Shisui again. Now, of course, he actually ambushes them and he's able to bite Sasuke. Bro, so many cheaters. Anyways, Sasuke gets bitten and already on the ground. Now, Naruto gets pretty pissed off, asking what the hell did he do? And Orochimaru then says, oh, nothing. Anyways, I guess I can go. And Naruto, as he says that, Naruto's already in front of him with a pretty menacing look, kneeing Orochimaru in the face. Then Orochimaru steps back a bit, but then he realizes that there's someone behind him, turns around to see a massive fireball jutsu coming right at him. Then Orochimaru then says this might be fun, and then just smiles while he dodges the fireball jutsu. However, Naruto came in for another attack, a combo jutsu, more like a taijutsu, a little bit of a taijutsu fight, but with lightning release added to it. Naruto actually used lightning release to increase his speed and increase the amount of hits and the paralysis, and the higher chance for a paralysis. Anyways, of course, Tsuki uses her wind release ability to actually get faster and get a few hits in to Orochimaru herself. And anyways, together they were able to make Orochimaru run away, and Naruto finally was able to use the Rasengan for the first time. Being pretty enraged, he was able to use it easily and being able to blow away Orochimaru. Now, Orochimaru used this as an opportunity to escape, and he did. Team 7 goes underneath a massive tree, waiting for Sasuke to recover. However, now, Sasuke wakes up, and as soon as he does, he's in his curse mark state. But then the 3 sound shinobi arrive. All of them get in stance to attack the 3, but Sasuke takes this as an opportunity. Sasuke still having a bit of consciousness, he realizes who his teammates are. Anyways, now, beating the hell out of the sound shinobi, he takes their scroll and throws it towards Naruto, and Sasuke was able to control this first curse mark for a little bit. But then, after the 3 sound shinobi disappeared or they ran away, Sasuke turns around and attacks Naruto out of it, since the curse mark capitalized on that little bit of jealousy towards Naruto and took over Sasuke. Naruto then knocks out Sasuke easily and actually takes him to the tower with Tsuki. Tsuki asks what that was, and Naruto says, I don't know myself, but it must have been because of that snake looking guy or woman, I don't even know. Anyways, Tsuki's I'm pretty sure it was a guy, and Naruto's that to me looked like both. I don't know what, a female, and Tsuki's that sharp. Anyways, now they arrive at this, a bit of comic relief. Anyways, Team 7 arrives, and now Sasuke's curse mark gets sealed away by the same exact seal. Of course, the preliminaries begin, and they go pretty different. Sasuke wins easily. Tsuki, who's actually up against Ino, easily beats her. And here, the double knockout will be between Hinata and Neji, unfortunately. Hinata was training a lot harder here. And anyways, Naruto was easily able to beat Kiba without breaking a sweat. And Shino wins his. Choji loses. Temari wins hers. Of course, loses. Sakura's not really in this YF. I'll say she was born a year later, or she was born a year later. I'm pretty sure. Did I even put her in this team? I am pretty sure I haven't, and I hope I didn't put her in this YF because I don't really care about her at this point. There's no point of putting her in this YF anyway. She'll still get married to Sasuke, of course, but that's a different thing. I'll say that she's actually decided to pursue her nursing ability more than shinobi ability, even though she will be training with Tsunade and become a ninja too. But anyways, now Naruto, the Hokage announces the one not training Ju before the finals, Naruto goes off on his own, and Tsuki goes on her own. Well, to be honest, Tsuki actually goes to Anko for more poisonous abilities, since Tsuki will be facing off against Naruto, and Naruto is a strong opponent who actually has healing abilities. She's seen it, and now Naruto, of course, begins his training and actually meets Jiraiya. Jiraiya, of course, starts training him, and during this 1 month training, Naruto finishes the Rasengan fully. He knows how to use it perfectly. That's done within the first week. Then he's able to add lightning release to it, being able to throw it. That's the second week. This is the last 2 weeks were mostly taijutsu and the summoning jutsu. Yes, Naruto finally made a contract with the Toads and was able to summon Gamabunta easily. Of course, Gamabunta felt a different being, someone who was more like the Ninetales, and he's like, the Ninetales kid, huh? And Naruto says the Ninetales has a name, and Gamabunta's like, wait, what? And Naruto's like, anyway, go back to your world, it's fine. Now, what do we learn? Jiraiya Sensei. Anyways, Jiraiya was really impressed by Naruto, and so he actually decided to allow Naruto to learn the Toad Oil Jutsu and also other techniques. Anyways, and also he taught Naruto Genjutsu, the Toad Dance, which is actually a really strong technique. Anyways, Sasuke's training went a bit different. Sasuke finished the Lightning Blade, however, he actually started working on his Kirin, which was perfected within that 1 month. Yes, Sasuke has a Kirin, but it will be very weak, since Sasuke is, well, I say weak, but it's still a pretty fucking OP technique. Tsuki, during her 1 month training, she realizes that she can actually do something with her body, is being able to become poison itself. So she's more like Magellan. So we all know Impel Down, how Luffy broke in to save Ace, you know, the guy with the acid. Yeah, so Magellan, she basically has that devil fruit, but it's not really a devil fruit, it's actually a Kekkei that was awakened by Tsuki, and that will be explained on a later date. However, this was learned within the first week, and she learns new techniques, making dragons out of poison, making her whole body into poison, making her body be able to withstand jutsus that go through her body and regenerate her body easily, which makes her a pretty strong opponent now, and she can substitute herself with poison. Also, she can actually make the battlefield into poison temporarily, but that takes a ton of chakra out of her. Anyways, Tsuki starts adding poison to everything that she has, and she even begins having an immunity to poison herself, of course, because she's basically made out of poison. But anyways, now, of course, this was it for the 1 month training, and now we get into the Chunin exam finals. However, that's where I'm gonna end off. Hope you'll enjoy it. Please take care, stay safe. This is the King of Weaves. Don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet, Miniman123, my friend Hxmesh, second channel, the King of Noobs, and follow Shokra on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to join the Discord server, link in the description below. And don't forget to get also, I got a new sponsor, Lamp. Thank you so much, Lamp, for sponsoring me. You can get some good quality lamps of any or actually it's not actually a normal lamp, it's actually a LED light lamp, which lights, or you can actually use it as a remote control or with a button. You get to decide when you buy it, and you can get Naruto ones, you can get Dragon Ball ones, you can get One Piece ones, you can get cartoon ones, you can get anything from there, bro. Like, I already got myself a Leafy one, love it, can't wait for it to come. Yes, I already got myself one because I love them. I actually wanted to get one, but then out of nowhere I see Lamp actually sponsoring me. Well, it wasn't actually from Lamp, but more from Amazon. I was gonna get a Naruto one, but then I saw the Lamp version of Luffy's one, and I was like, cop. Anyways, and it doesn't even take too long. Within 20 days he arrives. It's from America. Anyways, don't forget to get, and use my link in the description, and don't forget to get your good quality anime merch from beautiful Halo. Use my link. Don't forget to use the discount code for Lamptey is actually, let me quickly pull it up. Yes, so the discount for Lamptey is, once you go to the checkout, for 10% off, you can use Lamptey dash the King of Weebs. And you all know how to write my name, the King of Weebs, all capitals except for the O and F, and no spaces. Of course, this will be in the link in the description below. And yeah, hope you'll enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe, and don't forget to use code MEME, MEME, for 5% off on your next $49 plus order, and 10% off on your next $99 plus order on Beautiful Halo. Use my link in the description below and support the channel. Thank you. Take care. My darkness are dismissed. I love making videos on this channel again. I'm really loving the new way I'm doing it. Well, the old way I'm doing it. It's just so much more fun. I get to talk more into about the training. Anyway, peace.